Hello and good day, my friends. My name is Sargent Pepper, MD. I'm not a real doctor, but I'm playing one in this video. Today, we are going to talk about John Wesley and his very popular leaflet publication called The Primitive Physick. Now, John Wesley was a great doctor. Actually, he was a theologian, but he also played the role of a doctor. Now, first, before we begin, a message from our sponsors. Today's sponsors are Eddie Bow, this side. Eddie Bow is the maker of fine medical equipment, such as the equipment that I'm wearing today. And also, brought to you by Polar Pop and the number 2. Alright, so anyways, let's begin. First, a little bit of background about the Primitive Physick. The Primitive Physick was one of John Wesley's most popular publications. It was a very folksy medical guide that was meant to be widely distributed to all people to give them some basic understanding of how to take care of themselves and how to stay healthy. There are 2 reasons for this. The first reason is because you had the Industrial Revolution, so you had a lot of people coming together for the first time into small population centers, and so uncleanliness was more rampant than in the past, so cleanliness was important. So it was a social justice issue, and that keeping everybody clean and giving them basic knowledge about how to stay clean and healthy would help also keep them as productive workers and happy. And that brings me to the second point for the Primitive Physick, which is that it also promoted personal holiness. Cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say. And being able to take care of yourself and keep yourself clean was one of the ways in which you could also achieve holiness in Wesley's eyes. So, the Primitive Physick itself is a relatively short pamphlet, so I'll be able to read through most of it here today, and maybe channel a little bit of Wesley. Who knows? Let's find out. Anyway, the Primitive Physick starts out as such. So this is the preface, section 1. When man first came out of the hands of the great Creator, clothed in body as well as in soul, with immortality and incorruption, there was no place for physic, no doctors needed, or the art of healing. As he knew no sin, so he knew no pain, no sickness, weakness, or bodily disorder. The habitation wherein the angelic mind, the divine particulare abode, though originally formed out of the dust of the earth, was liable to no decay. No zombies. It had no seeds of corruption or dissolution within itself, and there was nothing without to injure it. Heaven and earth and all the host of them were mild, benign, and friendly to human nature. The entire creation was at peace with man, so long as man was at peace with his Creator. So that well might the morning stars sing together, and all the sons of God shout for joy. Alright, so in the Garden of Eden, everybody was healthy. There was no need for any kind of physic of any sort. So that takes us on to section 2. But since man rebelled against the sovereign of heaven and earth, how entirely is the scene changed? The incorruptible frame hath put on corruption. The immortal hath put on mortality. The seeds of weakness and pain, of sickness and death, are now lodged in our inmost substance, whence 1,000 disorders continually spring, even without the aid of external violence. And how is the number of these increased by everything around that us, the heavens, the earth, and all things contained therein, conspire to punish the rebels against their Creator. The sun and moon shed unwholesome influences from above. The earth exhales poisonous damps from beneath. the breasts of the field, the birds of the air, avian flu, the fishes of the sea are in a state of hostility. Yea, the food we eat daily saps the foundation of the life, which cannot be sustained without it. So has the Lord of all secured the execution of his decrees. Dust thou art, and unto dust thou shalt return. So basically everything's gone to crap. Corruption has basically created all kinds of sickness and disease, which reminds me of an old grade school song. Let me see, how does that go? Salmonella, it's a thriller. Yeah, I thought you'd like that. That takes us to section 3. But can there nothing be found to lessen those inconveniences, which cannot be wholly removed, to soften the evils of life, and prevent in part the sickness and pain to which we are continually exposed? Without question there may. One grant preventative of pain and sickness of various kinds seems intimated by the great authority of nature in the very sentence that entails death upon us. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return to the ground. The power of exercise both to preserve and restore health is greater than can well be conceived, especially in those who add temperance thereto, who, if they do not confine themselves altogether to eat either bread or the herb of the field, which God does not require them to do, yet steadily observe both that kind and measure of food, which experience shews to be most friendly to health and strength. I have no idea what any of that means. Oh, wait a second. I think it means basically that we're supposed to eat well and to exercise, that God has provided us the ability to provide for our own health in doing so, and given us the free will to choose from those things that may be harmful to us. Alright, there we go. Anyway, moving on to section 4. 'Tis probable physic, as well as religion, was in the first ages chiefly traditional, every father delivering down to his sons that he had himself in like manner received, concerning the manner of healing both outward hurts and the disease incident to each climate, and the medicines which were one of the greatest efficacy for the cure of each disorder. 'Tis certain this is the method wherein the art of healing is preserved among the Americans to this day. The diseases are indeed exceedingly few, nor do they often occur by reason of their continual exercise and, till of late, universal temperance. But if any are sick, or bit by a serpent, or torn by a wild beast, the fathers immediately tell their children what remedy to apply. And 'tis rare, and that the patient suffers long, those medicines being quick, as well as generally infallible. So, thus, Father has passed down knowledge to Son, and we've created this whole folk knowledge of medicine care, of physic, as Wesley would put it. So,